In CINAHL, it's possible to apply filters to searches to narrow down search results, locate results that are more focused on your research question, or meet the parameters of your assignment's rubric. These filters may also be called limits. There are many different filters that can be applied, and in the CINAHL database, they're all located under the last search box in Advanced Search Mode. Advanced Search Mode is the three-search box default mode that is the landing page when you open CINAHL. Some of the more popular main filters are located in a short list under the Limit Your Results section. They are English language, scholarly peer-reviewed journals, research article, evidence-based practice, and a little further down, publication date range. Additionally, there are more filters located in drop-down menus further down the page, such as publication type, sex, age groups, and at the bottom, languages, as well as some others. Before you begin, it's a good idea to check your assignment's rubric or your professor's assignment instructions so you understand what types of articles are expected to fulfill your assignment. For example, your professor's assignment might be calling for English language, research-based articles from peer-reviewed journals, or they might be asking for English language, evidence-based practice articles from peer-reviewed journals. Once you know what is expected from your professor and the assignment, it's time to get started searching. So first, type in the search terms in the search boxes located at the top of the page. In this example, we will be running a keyword search with the terms diabetes, pregnancy, and fetal health. In this example, the professor's rubric is calling for English language, research-based articles from peer-reviewed journals. To apply the filters, we scroll down to the page, check the boxes in front of English language, scholarly peer-reviewed journals, and research article. Notice that when a filter is selected, a check mark will appear in front of the box. Also notice that multiple filters can be applied at the same time. Now we run the search by clicking on the search button. And now we have our results list here. I also want to point out on this screen that although we can't see the filters that we have applied, when I click on All Filters on the left-hand side under the search box, off the right-hand side of the screen, I see a screen, a small one that pops out and shows me the filters that have been applied, and I can remove any of them by simply clicking on the X. In this case, we are not going to be doing that at this point. Next, we'll demonstrate another search using the same keywords, but applying different filters. And this time we're going to apply the English language, the scholarly peer-reviewed, and the evidence-based practice filter. To do this, we need to return to the advanced search page to run a different search. To do that, we come over here to the right-hand side of the screen, and under the search box, click on the advanced search link. It will return us to our search page, and it holds on to our search. And then we come over here to the link underneath that blue search button that says Clear All. And that takes away and removes all of our filters at the same time. So now we're free to apply all new filters. And we're going to apply English language, scholarly peer-reviewed, and evidence-based practice. And now we click on the search button. And we have different results. And we have different results because we applied different filters. Now, a word of caution. Filters narrow down the results of your search. If too many filters are applied, you may get too few results. If this happens, remove a filter or change the keywords that you used in your search.